So, I have a plethora of tier lists here that we will go through, and we're gonna talk about Kingdom Hearts worlds and everything. I know people like those, and I feel like this is like a good extra, so to speak. People might enjoy watching this. It's a personal opinion. I don't care about your opinion. That's not true, I care. But this is my personal tier list, so... Kingdom Key, I like it. I like it a lot. It's simple, it works perfectly fine. It's a huge key, it's iconic, and personally I like the color scheme even though it's simple. I think goes in A. Atlantica Keyblade. I don't really like it. It's bland. It's not bad, but it's bland. I like the contrast in colors and the fact that you have a crab there. It's kind of neat. I don't think I ever want to use it aesthetic-wise. I know it's good for magic, but I don't like it. Magic Fairy or Fairy Harp, whatever the name is. D. It's short, it's not great. The color scheme makes me want to punch myself. Punch myself. I always find funny how small this one is. Yeah, exactly. It's not a weapon. This is a Harry Potter wand. Like, come on. Divine Rose. I like this one a lot. The only thing I don't like is that it's too short compared to the other Keyblades. I like the idea. I like the concept with the vine and the rose. I think it's kind of a bit weird with the colors, but I don't dislike it, so I'm gonna put it in B. This one looks like a Pokeball. And I'm gonna say this. I really dig it, but I like it less than the Kingdom Key. I like that it seems pretty much as long as the Kingdom Key. I like the color scheme and the design a lot. Very original. I think it just stands out a little bit more than Divine Rose. Metal Chocobo. Sick as fuck Keyblade. Better than Kingdom Key in my opinion. It's huge. Huge, has a long range. It's kind of bad because I think it doesn't land the critical hits. But I like it because it's also Final Fantasy reference. So it's very good. It's very good. The Shiva Keyblade. Diamond Dust. You like it big and long. We get it. Exactly. I like Diamond Dust more than Enchanter or Enchantment, whatever that is. I'm actually kind of tempted to put in a lower tier only because you barely use it in the game. This one is Sleepy... No, this is Lionheart. I don't like the fact that it's just monocolored like this. It feels like a grayed out longer Divine Rose, design-wise. I understand it. It's supposed to be like a Gunblade and represent Squall/Leon. I get it. I don't like that it's just one color. If it had more darker elements, for example, would have been a cooler idea. Black and white together. But in this case, it doesn't tell me much. I like the tip. Just realized that. The key part of the Keyblade, but I feel like it's kind of weak. Overall. If it had a better color scheme in general, along, like on the entirety of the Keyblade, it would have been better. I don't even remember the name of this one, man. Queen of Hearts, or whatever the name is, I don't really care, man. I think it's nice design, just not for me. This is personal taste. I don't like it. I just don't like it. For something as wacky as Wonderland, they could have done more. Exactly. This one feels thematical, but I just don't dig it. I don't like it. It's just like the Keyblade from Atlantica, it feels bland. Recognizable, but bland. Olympia. I think higher B tier. It's too short for my liking, but it's also another one of those pretty cool Keyblades that are strong to use. Tribal, whatever the name is. I think it goes here. The key part of this Keyblade look like long Sir Daniel Fortescue teeth. It doesn't tell me Tarzan. It doesn't say Tarzan. Looks like a toothbrush, yeah. There is nothing that I relate to Tarzan in this Keyblade, except for the butterfly. There is nothing there. Well, these remind me of the world I get them from. This one is more reminding myself of the Pride Lands than the Keyblade from the Pride Lands. That's how I think about it. Magic Lamp. I like the color scheme of this one. It feels it doesn't feel as bland as the others. I think I like the aesthetic of this more than Divine Rose. I really like the color scheme as well, yeah. I like the color scheme. I like that it feels majestic. You know what? It feels like a treasure. It feels like a treasure. I think that's why it's so good. I'm gonna actually put it higher, like here. I don't think it's as good as Enchanter or whatever, Sorcerer, whatever that name is, but I like it more than all the other Keyblades. It's very unique. I like it. Pumpkin Head, I think it's called. This one is very edgy. It's very edgy. I think Pumpkinhead is a cool alternative to Oblivion. It's simple, scary, quote unquote. Has a lot of Halloween-y details. And I think it's very cool. I like it a lot. Probably this, I remember this being one of my go-to Keyblades at one point when I was younger. Because I like it. I liked edgy stuff a lot. But everyone who grew up in the between the 90s and the 2000s liked edgy stuff. No, whoever says no, they're lying to themselves. Thinking back, actually, you know what? I'm gonna put Metal Chocobo here. Yeah, I'm gonna put Metal Chocobo here. Yeah, I decided to change my mind about Metal Chocobo. Yeah, I don't like it as much. It's cool, but I don't like it as much. We have this. This is Geppetto's. Yeah, there is no real reason to use Wishing Star. It's ugly looking. It's bad, and that's it. There is literally nothing in there. I'm sorry to say it. As I really like Pinocchio, and as much as I love Monstro as a world, Wishing Star is not it. And I get it. If you were to make a Keyblade about Pinocchio, you probably would do it about the strings and the fact that it's made of wood and all that. You wouldn't make a Keyblade about Monstro. That would be gross. But I don't like the final result either. It's made of wood because of Geppetto. Yeah, I get it, but I don't like it anyway. If someone out there uses Wishing Star, you probably deserve to be bullied. That's a bit rude, but I get it. I get it. Oathkeeper. I think no one saw this coming. Oathkeeper is S tier. It's an amazing looking Keyblade, has a lot of details, it's a great color scheme, and it's just one of the best looking Keyblades ever in the entirety of Kingdom Hearts series. And every iteration from KH1 further just makes it better. There's a reason it's in all the Kingdom Hearts mainline games. Yeah, Oathkeeper is as iconic as Oblivion. Yes, it's literally the yin and yang. And personal taste, Oblivion is better looking. Personally speaking, it's good, well balanced. It feels like an actual evolution of the Keyblade, perfect for a Warrior of Light. Exactly. It feels like a Warrior of Light Keyblade. If you ever played Final Fantasy IV, I'm just gonna say Cecil. Oblivion and Oathkeeper are perfect if you think about Cecil. And it makes sense. Not gonna spoil anything in case you guys didn't play Final Fantasy IV. You should. It's an amazing game. Oblivion color scheme wise appeals to me more. I absolutely agree. I think it's cooler. Maybe it's also for nostalgia, what it represents, which is supposed to be... Remember, it's supposed to be called Far Memory and not Oblivion. It's supposed to be Sora's connection with Riku. While Oathkeeper is the connection with Kairi, Oblivion is the connection with Riku. And I don't care if it was nerfed in Final Mix. It's one of the best looking Keyblades in the game. Now, let's get rid of the sour one. This is One Winged Angel. You get this Keyblade by beating Sephiroth, only in Final Mix. Just like you get Diamond Dust only by beating the Ice Titan in Final Mix. These two Keyblades were not in the base game. I think this Keyblade is awful looking. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's supposed to be a flaming katana. It doesn't make any sense nor connection with Sephiroth. It makes a fire effect when you use it, but there is literally no connection to Sephiroth in this Keyblade. And you get it after beating Sephiroth, which means there is never a reason to use this Keyblade because you get it after you've done everything in the game. So for me, it's there. C tier. I understand it. I don't connect it to the world or whatever the entity is supposed to represent. I think it's one of the worst endgame looking Keyblade. It's not that good stat-wise either. Yeah, it's just... Personally see it as an offense to Sephiroth itself. You could have made a wing as the top. While I kinda see Final Fantasy VII with Metal Chocobo, I don't see Final Fantasy with Sephiroth's Keyblade. And then we have Ultimate Weapon, which I believe sits at bottom S tier. I like that it's a sword. I like that it's cool. Has a lot of details and is unique in its own design. Just like Sephiroth, I don't like the fact that you don't have much less left to do. You don't have much left to do after completing it. So for me, it's an S, bottom S tier because it looks cool. It represents what an Ultimate Weapon feels like perfectly, but you don't really use it for much. So it can just stay there. Hope you guys are satisfied with this tier list. We move on to the KH2 Final Mix Keyblades. It's gonna be way more interesting. Some Keyblades change design in a way that I both like and dislike. KH2, I think this stands here. Great base design, Great concept as per usual. It's just classic. Let's move on. We have Sprouting Dragon. I don't remember the name. What was the name of this Keyblade? But it's the one from Mulan. I don't really like it. Just there are better fire Keyblades, in my opinion. I get it, what it's supposed to represent. There is also Mushu in there. You can kind of see it faintly. But I don't really like it. And also the ability is kind of meh. It gives you fire boost. Meh. You can even add it as like a combo with the Dry Forms, because Wisdom Form uses your base Keyblade, and all the forms you get after that actually require you to have another Keyblade with them. You just have better options at that point. So I think C is okay. This Keyblade, it's the one from Beast. I think low B. I don't like the color scheme. I think the design is interesting, but I don't like the color scheme at all. I think it's too bright on the handle, and like, I don't like the blue that is set in, was supposed to be claws, I think. Maybe light brown would have been better, I don't know. Divine Rose looked better, exactly. Like, this one doesn't feel like Keyblade. This feels more like a Lexaeus weapon. Don't know if that makes sense. I think I do. I like it more than this, because there is an idea here of design, but I don't really like either of them that much. Olympia 2, I think it's an improvement over Olympia, personally. It's supposed to be 2 columns, but I think overall it's the same idea as Olympia. I don't dig it that much. I'm indifferent. It's literally the same idea, but just changed. It doesn't remind me of the Underworld either. It's just there. Because technically the Underworld Keyblade is Fatal Crest, not this one. Oh yeah, Starseeker. I like Starseeker. I think it's a super high B tier. I don't like it as much as Kingdom Key, but I like it way more than the others in B tier. It's pretty cool, unique, and original. It's supposed to be Yen Sid's Keyblade. I think my idea stands more for high B tier. But I also have a thing. I don't really like the Keyblades in KH2. For some reason, they are not as appealing as the ones in KH1. I think there are some in KH1 that are just worse looking than a lot of these, but I also think these Keyblades are not as creative and good looking as a lot of the ones in KH1. So I'm gonna leave it at B, high B. Monochrome. I like what they want to represent. I get it's supposed to be black and white. It feels like I'm hitting people with a wrench more than a key. I feel like I'm hitting people with a wrench. I don't think anyone really likes Monochrome, honestly. I think it has experience boost, which is not bad. I don't know the sound effect it does. If it does like Timeless River sound effects, maybe it's gonna be raised a little bit higher. Little Puff Cloud effect. Yeah, that's right. That's a good point. Item plus, even worse. I'm gonna put it here. I don't like it as much as Starseeker. I don't like it as little as Olympia 2. Then we have Follow the Wind. I like this one more. It doesn't feel much like a Keyblade in my eyes. Looks more like an axe. But I like that when you hit enemies, the medallions come out as an effect. That's very cool in my opinion. Most of these Keyblades, I don't use them because of the abilities they have. Which is also why I really like playing the randomizer. Makes me want to use Keyblades I never used, because there are reasons to not use them, because you have abilities are more important than stats in KH2. So there's no real reason to use some of them. But I really like Follow the Wind. I think it's a cool looking Keyblade. Lamp. This is a downgrade compared to Wishing Lamp. This one is a full downgrade. I don't like it. It's supposed to represent Agrabah more and more than the lamp. And I think that's where the mistake is. I don't like this blue effect here, which is supposed to represent a genie. I feel like the design is a bit all over the place. It wants to be Agrabah, but also wants to implement the Cave of Wonders using the lamp, but it fails at doing that. I like it less than the Lands of Dragon Keyblade. I'm sorry for the fans, but but hey, just like Agrabah itself, it's also a downgrade. Consistency. Is it the genie? I thought it was a fountain or something. No, because you see, it comes out of the lamp. So I think it's supposed to be the hold on, let's give it a look in detail. Yeah, it's supposed to be like a fountain, but it's coming out of the lamp. So I take they want to represent the genie, but my point stands. Like, they wanted to represent Agrabah more than the lamp itself or genie himself. And I think that's where the mistake went. I don't like it at all. If they were to represent Jafar, it would have been better. If they would have made a darker toned lamp-based Keyblade, they could have gone with Jafar or Iago. This one is just too similar to the other one, and it's also just a downgrade, because this blue part just breaks the tone of everything else. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I will never use this Keyblade. It's ugly looking. I don't even remember the ability, but I think it's just bad. Winnie the Pooh's Keyblade, it feels like it's short. I don't know what to think about this Keyblade. It's supposed to be a reference to the honey tree and the bees. I don't know what to think about it. Disgusting squash noise. I don't think it's bad looking. I think it's better than this one, but not better than this one. I think it stands in the middle. I like the color scheme, but I don't like it as a concept. It's supposed to be a big tree with honey and bees and stuff. I think it could have been better. I know it's representative of the passive nature of Winnie the Pooh and all that, but it could have been more creative in my opinion. Pride Keyblade. Pride Land Keyblade. Not the Pride Keyblade. This one feels more Tarzan-y than Tarzan did. I'm gonna say this. I like it. I like it more than this, but not better than the others. It has nothing that says Lion King. There is something like related to Simba here, but aesthetically wise, I like it more than a lot of the Keyblades, even in KH1. Like aesthetic wise, it doesn't say Lion King, it doesn't say Tarzan either, but I like it. I like it personally. I'm gonna put it even higher. The more I look at it, the more I like it. And I don't think it's better than Follow the Wind. Follow the Wind is like a freaking axe. But this one is supposed to have teeth up top and bones around. It's very cool. It doesn't say anything about the world it's supposed to come from, but it's way better in my opinion than a lot of all these Keyblades. Photon Debugger. I think it's just average. It's a Keyblade. Doesn't even look like a key, honestly. I am literally on the I don't like it, I don't hate it side. It exists, yeah. It doesn't even feel bland. It's just that I don't have an opinion on it. It doesn't tell me anything. It's just there. Which is not bad, just okay. I don't remember where you get this one from. I don't remember it. Is it Atlantica? Yeah, it's unremarkable. I like it more than the one in KH1, but I feel like it's at the same level as the one from Land of Dragons. It's concept-wise, it's the same, but it's better looking, in my opinion. I'm gonna be very controversial here. I don't think this Keyblade is as good as people think it is. I like the handle, but the only reason why people like this Keyblade is because it's the best Keyblade until you do endgame stuff. Pumpkinhead or whatever that name is, Festive Pumpkin, I don't remember. It's literally the only reason why people like this is because you have it like your endgame Keyblade most of the time until you do the extra stuff. I personally don't think it's that good looking. I get the feeling. The candy cane design is not too bad, but I prefer the Pumpkinhead. Yes, this is supposed to be the Halloween, like the Nightmare Before Christmas Keyblade, while the other one is the Halloween Town Keyblade. I don't dislike it, but I know people would put it in higher tiers than me. Well, I think it deserves this spot, low B. I think this is where it's supposed to be, design-wise. I don't think it's great. Okay, I want you to notice something. Among all of these Keyblades, Kingdom Key is the only one that is in A tier still. Personally, growing up, my opinion didn't change. The Keyblades in KH2 are way weaker, most of them, than the Keyblades in KH1, design-wise. I had this idea when I was younger. I thought I was crazy about it, but upon further inspection, even today, I think my point stands. Not for all of them, for most of them. Now we move on to the extra stuff. The extra Keyblades. You have Guardian Soul from Oran. I like it. Less than Kingdom Key, but I like it. I really like Guardian Soul. It may be because I really like Final Fantasy X. I like Final Fantasy X a lot. It's one of my favorite Final Fantasy games. I love having Horon as part of the team in KH1. I don't think it's an amazing looking Keyblade, but I still think it's better than all of these. I like edgy stuff. I said that. Gullwing. Yeah, it's all over the place. And then this is why Gull? Because it's Gullwings from Final Fantasy X-2. The treasure hunters in Final Fantasy X-2, they're called Gullwings as well. In fact, you can see that there is Yuna's Air, the Gullwing up here, Phoenix down here, and I think more stuff. Oh yeah, this is the Final Fantasy X logo here. It's very cool. Very cool details in my opinion. But I also think it's kind of all over the place. It's cool for what it represents. I don't think it's an amazing looking Keyblade though. That's it. Mushroom Keyblade proof. Winner's proof. This is the mushroom Keyblade that you get by beating all the mushrooms in KH2 Final Mix. Funny detail, it actually has 13 mushrooms in the design. which is very neat. I really like how royal this feels. I don't know if I dig it too much, but I really like the idea. I'm gonna put it a bit lower than what I think it would be, only because it has EXP 0 as the ability, which has no freaking sense. You're literally giving me the best reason for not using this Keyblade at all. Fatal Crest. Again, an amazing looking Keyblade. This one is more unique than everything else in the game. It's a dragon head. And this is the Underworld Keyblade. This is the Keyblade that you get for completing the cups in KH2. And it's an amazing looking Keyblade with an amazing skill, which is MP Berserk. And it's game breaking if you equip it. It's so good. I think the design is very cool. I really like it. I think it's personally one of those designs where I say it's better than Kingdom Key. But it doesn't feel, again, it doesn't feel like a key. It feels more like a sword than a key. But I really like it a lot. It feels creative. Then we have Fenrir. Fenrir is S. No, Fenrir is A. High A. Because of the colors in the handle that don't really match with the colors of the rest of the Keyblade. It's unique. It's a car key, pretty much. It's not really, well, car keys are like this as well. And I like the fact that it has the bandages as well. It feels very unique compared to all the others, while also looking like a key, because it is a key. I don't like the ability, but with specific builds, it can work like a charm. We tested in the randomizer. I will do a double negative combo build, where you would attack once, attack again, and do a finisher. Now, Oblivion. I don't know why, but Oblivion in this game feels small. I don't like Oblivion that much in KH2. It's more detailed and colorful, but it also feels like it's smaller than the one in KH1. Probably because Sora grew up a little bit, so it's now supposed to be like a bit smaller because it's smaller itself. But I don't like it as much in KH2. I feel like it's not the same. I don't know if it's me or not. Oathkeeper is, of course, still S tier, because we talked about this earlier. It's just the best Keyblade in the game, look-wise. I personally also love 2 Become 1. It sucks ability-wise, but I am a sucker for this kind of design with all these spikes and everything, and what it represents, because it's literally the connection between Sora and Roxas. It's a very unique looking Keyblade, added only in Final Mix, and it's just very, very good. I like it a lot. Whenever I look at it, I'm like, yes. If Roxas had a unique Keyblade, this would have been the design. That's how good it is. Bond of Flame, I like it a lot. Probably I like it less than Guardian Soul, but I also like it a lot because I really like Axel. And again, it's another Keyblade that feels very unique compared to all the others, but still maintains like the idea of key, in my opinion at least. I like it a lot. Because Sleeping Lion, again, this one probably feels better than Guardian Soul. Like Lionheart in KH1 is just gray. This one adds a little bit of dark and adds more details over the entirety of the design while still maintaining the feel of a Keyblade, and this is why it's great. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put it higher than Oblivion in KH2. I like it I like it so much. It's so freaking good. Like, we talked about Wishing Lamp being a negative upgrade, like a downgrade compared to the original one. This one, Sleeping Lion, is an improvement over the Lionheart design. It's also longer. This one is a huge-ass sword. And now, Ultima Weapon. And this is the case where I think they went overboard with the design. I'm gonna put it at bottom A. I think this feels like it's too much. It's a cool-looking Keyblade. It's an amazing-looking Keyblade. Has a lot of details that the original Keyblade also had, but the original Ultima Weapon from KH1 was detailed, but still maintained the idea of a Keyblade with a sword in the middle. This one feels just like a big mess, following the same logic of the previous one, but adding on top of it, overdoing it with the design. While this one is a S tier Keyblade looking like, this one is bottom A, because it's just they just overdid it with the aesthetic. And I hope you guys understand that this is my opinion. You are free to not like it, but I personally think it's not that bad.